Hello and welcome back to the checkpoint for another No Man's Sky video. And one of the biggest conversation topics I've seen about No Man's Sky is asking how difficult it is to meet up with your friends in game. Now this is difficult enough for me in real life since all I do is spend time in my room guzzling Mountain Dew and Doritos, so to hear that there might not be a viable way of instantly meeting up with your friends in No Man's Sky is yet another kick to the balls that comes customary with the sheer scale of the procedural universe. But today I want to discuss how difficult it will actually be for players to meet with friends, and we'll also be taking quotes from the No Man's Sky team and my own inclination, so let's get straight into it. This is how difficult it will be to meet up with friends and players in No Man's Sky. So first, let's assess the size of what we're dealing with here. There are 18 quintillion planet-sized planets in the game, and by planet-sized planets, I mean like the one you're on right now. Earth-sized planets, some even bigger. That will take a collective time of 5 billion years to explore if you visited each planet for just a second. So already, the chances of finding another player are pretty slim. Yeah, they're pretty slim, I'd say. Imagine being on Earth right now with only one other person. Imagine the chances of happening across one another. It's pretty much impossible. Fortunately for us, No Man's Sky isn't real life, and game developers give us a bit of leeway when it comes to these sort of things. So the first thing to note is that we all start in the same galaxy. We're not sure how many solar systems are in each independent galaxy, and we're not sure how many planets are within each independent solar system, but what we do know is that we all start in the same galaxy, which kind of narrows it down very slightly, I guess. I mean, it's still a huge gap, but it's better than being light years away from one another. And by light years, I mean real light years. It's also important to remember that the ships we're flying in this game aren't like Volkswagen Beetles. They are fast as hell, and they'd have to be to traverse the universe. So if you and a friend happen to land on the same planet, even though the chances of that are incredibly slim, you could send each other a text message, you could theoretically get to each other quite easily in around 1 or 2 hours time. I'm not sure how fast the ships actually are in game. Also remember that we're heading to the same place, the centre of the universe, so that should bring the chances of meeting up with one another up a bit because we're all converging on this single location. Of course, it's going to take a really, really long time to get to the centre of the universe, so even the chances of meeting up when you're doing that are going to be immensely slim. In terms of a sort of multiplayer mode or warp mode, so we can warp to other players, the team at Hello Games have remained tight-lipped. Sean Murray did say a while ago that some sort of traditional multiplayer mode will be added onto the game in a few months' time after the release, but what this entails, whether it's an arena-style shooter or an open-world multiplayer section with races and missions like GTA Online, is still unknown. So yeah, a summary in terms of finding other players or friends in No Man's Sky, it's going to be ridiculously hard, to put it simply. Unless Hello Games come out and give us some more information on the topic, what we have now is pretty much set in stone. It's going to be tough, but it's going to be an adventure, I guess. So thanks for watching, guys. I want to know what your reaction is going to be when you finally encounter another player. Are you going to be peaceful? Are you going to lodge your blaster down their throat and fry them from the inside out? Or are you going to jump in your ship and get the hell out of there? Let me know and subscribe to the channel for more No Man's Sky content. This has been Steve, that has been No Man's Sky. Checkpoint complete.